Так, наконец-то. Наконец-таки я запустил трансляцию. Что-то глючило здесь. Вот. Не мог просто-напросто выйти в эфир. Такие дела. Что-то поломалось. Вот. Тут пришлось заходить на сам YouTube именно через браузер, короче. Там тыкать тоже какие-то кнопки подряд все. Вот. Не с первого раза, но получилось там что-то нажать. В общем, прошли настройки какие-то. Ну, то есть, типа, я нажал. И, типа, вот, выйти в эфир там осталось нажать только, да? То есть, обновление трансляции прошло. Вот. Потом я сейчас опять зашел в OBS. Нажал кнопку и сработало. Слава богам, короче. Но это полный пиздец, конечно. Вот. Жара плюс 31 на улице. Все так же я охуеваю. Вот. Все так же я охуеваю сижу. Ой. Поставьте эти подписи для Еврара. Стена на заднем дворе, блять. Ага, вот, Джойс Мессия, Андре, логика немыслима. Окно кафетерий, голова мер, грубая сила, опасна, карта на стене. Техника сложно. В общем, охуеть можно. Проблемы одна за одной. То YouTube, то еще что-то, блядь, у тебя наебывается. То жара вот это, охуеть просто. Вот это житуха, блядь. Еще окно выходит на солнечную сторону, и где-то до 12 часов приблизительно у тебя нагревается прямо комната нормально, короче. Потом заходит немножко там за стену и становится более-менее вот сейчас. Даже смотреть в экран неудобно, монитор, потому что отсвечивает. Несмотря на жалюзи, несмотря на шторку, все равно просвечивает и смотреть не очень удобно. Вот.
Several maps. The maps look old and faded. Your eye.
I'm sorry, they're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Mars. Yes, yes. Are you interested or not?
This large map, Ozon, disintegrated. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast. You can. 850 million people live on the ocean connection. 850 million. The north coast to the east, rolling hillside. Hudon. It's so no. This is somewhere to be. This is all you.
Хуй его знает, блять. Андре, окно в кафетерии, Джойс Месье. Я не знаю, где вот эту проверку проходить у нее. Вроде бы доступно. Это обнаруженные белые проверки. Проверки на белом фоне сейчас доступны. То есть я типа могу прийти и вот эти вот, ну, с ней поговорить и сила воли где-то проявить. Но я, кажется, засрал ее где-то. Я не могу найти эту проверку, короче, в диалоге с ней, когда я с ней разговариваю. Вещица игральных костей. Мусорный бак, грубая сила. Мне уже не нужно, это штанга. Вот штанга осталась и охраняемая дверь какая-то, блядь. Болевой порог. Карта на стене. Ну вот мне остается рещица и штанга. Пойдемте туда. А что еще делать? Вот она штанга. Кожей и потом.
The barbell. Wait waits patiently on the
8%.
floor.
Это супер мало, блядь. Одежда. Ну, допустим, это. Что-то у меня еще грубая сила. Есть что-то? По-моему, нету. Мгм. Да.
The barbell waits patiently on the floor,
17%.
like a
наверное,
dog
зажим.
for its master.
Ну, давай попробуем. Ну, не получится, конечно. Да. Естественно. Ага. Да, 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 да. Естественно.
You manage to hoist it off the ground, but the barbell feels wobbly and dangerous. Your hands slick with sweat. Turns
Старая
out you're no
развалюха.
beast. Just a
Естественно, естественно, старая развалюха. Естественно. Запортачил, короче, зафаршмачил. Это что, контактный миг, чемпион по боксу? А что, я пройти не могу или что? Слушайте, я в натуре пройти, наверное, не могу, да? Инструменты. Нет, могу. Это ну, нужно было просто одеть... как его там называют? Одеть фонарик. Че весь такой вялый, блядь, от этой жары ебучей. Господи, как я ее ненавижу. Это просто пиздец какой-то. Мозги плавятся.
Your flashlights, some of the writing has faded with age, but the handwriting, the full text.
Блядь, ну это я все смотрел. Ну, дальше что?
The whole thing resembles.
Пиздец.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. The speaker comes.
Good morning.
This is a.
Please repeat. Is this the production schedule? Good. Please repeat the password.
Сказать за жизнью смерть.
Good. I've unlocked the production schedule. After ending the call, fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering. The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar.
Good morning. Please repeat. Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still with a quiet determination. The printer starts printing. A piece of paper unfolding like a handheld fan. A black crisscross of letters covers its surface. It's a project report written by the lead producer, Andrew Andy Schott, about Wirral. The first few pages give an overview of the capital and workforce, while the rest of it seems to be a production schedule. In its short time of existence, Fortress Accident SCA managed the first tranche of seed financing, brought in 150,000 Riyal, but eventually the damage reached 400,000 Riyal, with only half. Let's just say it was a real adventure for their Igaunian investor. Fortress Accident employed 18 people, the bulk of the team composed of writers and concept artists. There were also a single overburdened producer who developed a habit of popping Pyrrolidon in the basement to escape his obligations. Why did Fortress Accident have so many concept artists? It didn't. No, definitely not. A few more producers could have come in handy though, especially when dealing with writers, some of whom routinely skipped work. One of them even managed to steal some valuable company property before skipping town for good. The production schedule depicts their glorious descent into bankruptcy. Not the concept artists. It wasn't even the writers. With their panic, it was impossible not to fail. The project was too large and no amount of money could... They tried to make a 4 million real game with 400... They thought they could bridge the gap with pure willpower, and they couldn't. No, even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of possibility that is, until they discovered the Valley of the Heads. At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Jimsk-born Sulisław Jalisa, decided that what we're out on this place was to be the Valley of the Heads, where the heads of all the headless constructs could be found. The player would have been able to choose a head for their headless party member, and each head would have been voiced. The world had never seen their kind before, and might so many. The last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men, all of which could be endlessly recombined. Do you really want to know? There seems to be a calculation here, but it may take a while.
Ёбнулись. О май гад, блядь. Пиздец. О, нули пошли.
Well, yeah, that and the catastrophic data loss. On the nature of the data loss, there's ominously little information in the production log. It comes at the very end where things get fuzzy and dark, where tables and numbers. What is clear is that one day an unidentified numeric anomaly occurred on the East Insulindian Lintel front, just as the Wirral Untethered project was being compiled that day. When the project was returned, it was complete. The team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel, the service provider, but despite their diagnostics, they could never produce a satisfactory explanation or pay for the loss. Always read the terms, and let's face it, they didn't have any money left for illegal action. Mysteriously enough, it seems that the offsite copy happened to be, it was the lead programmer's responsibility to oversee weekly maintenance of the offsite copy and, well, keep it offsite. An explanatory S. Lukanen Kilda, the lead programmer of Fortress Accident. The offsite copy was onsite because there was no offsite anymore. Not for I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement in the ice bear refrigerator near where I went to sleep. It was perfectly safe there. The temperature conditions were optimal. Her former colleagues would agree with you. She's right, actually. Nothing wrong with keeping this type of filament memory in a fridge. The production schedule ends with a few random notes that seem to be added sometime later. 4 months later, by an unknown author. I am the only one left, and it's gotten rather damp here. A few other businesses have gone under too. Slipstream switched to making skis, and the hairdressers just left. Cursing Mark. Still haven't got an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were the physical coordinates of the error on the East Insulindian front on that day. Since the computation happened on air, I reckoned it had to coincide with an actually existing location. I have compared the coordinates to a map of Revachol West. Turns out it's only 800 meters from here. The address is Saint-Brun 1147. I am going there to look this thing in the eye. Saint-Brun 1147? That's what the street sign next to the church said. Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard. The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
it's you again. Are you looking for a die? I'm listening. Good. I hope it clarified things a bit. What else?
Так, трепет. Нам нужен трепет. 10. Трепет. Окей. Дальше что? Угу. Ладно. Пробуем.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a
28%.
die?
A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated. For a moment, it almost feels as though you're outside the building, exposed to the atmosphere.
Didn't we already talk about this? What are you talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guilain 10.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins swallowed up. Yet it has a different address in the heart of the city.
This doesn't make any sense. Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from? And what? Does it mean that I'm safe from failure? Do you know what this is? It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan. It wasn't just the jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was just the world, and now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney? Yeah, or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the way you want it. That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending or an entirely different world. But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories, officer. Of course. Tell me what you have in mind. Yes, fortress accident. It's too bad the Wiro untethered die is a variation of a standard role-playing die. Only, instead of
Ice, death, loss. Sounds like you.
I'm thinking something made from alligator jawbone, cast in black resin. The reptile bone is as white as ice and dead as, well, death. For 7 rare, it's an icositetrahedron, a 24-sided die that can produce results for 2-sided, 3-sided, 4-sided, 6-sided, and 12-sided die with a single roll. Technically, you can also use it for many other sizes, but you may need to reroll.
Loving it. So nifty.
Untreated bone is porous and prone to chipping. Cast it in something hard like resin though, and maybe you have some other ideas for dyes? How about an amber dye? Who told you amber was cheap? It's beautiful, really, and has been treasured. For 7 real, I'll craft you a 13-sided die from piece of amber with a fossilized insect. It's perfect for those who can't seem to let go of their past. I had a feeling. Great, see you in 8 hours then. Was there anything else?
Ну, половицы скрипят, и что? Неужели? Это что-то такое необычное или что? Половицы, блядь, скрипят, охуеть.
A thick layer of coal dust. It's dark. The echo is so prominent. It's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's maybe it's coming from behind those safety curtains you saw upstairs. The bear's eyes are still glowing red, watching over. Only the red cable is plugged in, an electric sizzle. This orange machine is dead still. You slip your foot. No, this is going to need some. If you want to try.
Меняемая дверь-то какая? Портовый рабочий, но он как бы и не спит.
All around you, rain falls on the great city of Rivershore. Rain drips from the eaves
Ого,
and
нифига себе,
floods
смотрите,
the gutters,
как
washing the
сильно
filth away.
откинуто. Прикольно, смотрите, вид какой.
The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting. Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your grey sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world. Humid, your coat shields you from the rain while the city shivers around you. Sheets of rain over the water, a flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave washing the coast of Martinaise, with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of a half-sunken sea fort crumble on an inlet beyond the Bay of Revachol. Ghosts rise into the sky. Urban coastline, rain dripping off Etonite-covered roofs, cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction, a defunct research and development building once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water. Coal City, end of all lines. Sheets of the ruins of the skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide. Behind the gates, heaps of supply crates, red and blue metal shipping containers, slick with rain. The Greater Revachol Industrial Harbor is an artificial mountain range. Immense wealth resides within, and immeasurable poverty in its shadow. La Drusienne, King Dries passenger harbor. Cruise ships flanked by dock arms, cranes watching over the mouth of the river distributary. Couronne, the lower middle class. Distributary after distributary cuts the city blocks, a silvery curtain of rain over the houses. You have never been there. They don't need the law east of the river. Tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was lost long ago. Clotheslines go to waste in the rain. Radios play. The morning news. A yard. Rain falls onto the roof of a woodshed. The lingering odor of decomposition mixes with that of damp soil. A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock.
Have a brother in the cut. Where the wood at?
To be in Martinez, where no one goes, at the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal, in the whitest part of town, in the shadow of the day, standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland. In the rain-swept distance, above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink. Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silent. These spring thaw will not last. The winter will return to Revachol.
Прикольно. Прачка, внушение. А у меня нет возможности внушения прокачать. У меня максимум достигнут, блядь. Это пиздец. Слушайте. А у кого про татуировки еще можно спросить? Интересно.
Oh, look.
The woman, girl child.
Блять.
The woman.
Huh? What is...
Right to work.
Бля, я не знаю, кого еще спрашивать, если честно.
Hola, wandering man.
The unpromising race. There is nothing fun. I cannot possibly imagine what else we have to discuss. Don't be vulgar. White or not has got little to do with this. The race in Mr. Clare is a man of vision and means. He has the will to confront, also to serve it, of course, above all. Rampant multinational. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This has
Measurehead stoically looks to the distance. In
racist.
welcome to Revachol. You hear him yell at a redhead woman. He must think.
I am.
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the philo.
The size of the earlobes is not a.
Your earlobes are...
Yes. You exhibit forward projection of the jaw, indicative of schizophrenia and sexual inaccountability. From a purely aesthetic standpoint, the dimple It is impossible to see any more of your bone structure. It is covered in the ravages of Al-Ghul. From what remain of your features, I can see. This leads me to conclude you are not a police officer. You are a common criminal, an offspring of murderers and sailors from. Your racial heritage is uninteresting. It is the same as all Rivasholians. Your parents and their parents made the decision to reproduce while under the influence of Al-Ghul. That is the only racists.
Welcome to He Must.
I am
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific
your silence.
Вот этот вот ящик какой-то, блять. Короче, я уже запутался, не знаю, что делать. Ну, буду петь под караоке вечером.
Just an ordinary war. The door is closed again. Nothing to do. You hear someone inside, walking from room to room. Whoever lives here.
Бля, я хуй его знает, что теперь делать, если честно. Вот, какая-то мысля была, типа, где-то здесь. Но она ушла. Фиг его знает, короче, что делать на самом деле.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Sure. Let me have a look. Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. A photic path.
You have absolutely no idea.
Anything else you're thinking of selling? Another time, perhaps.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits. All the old boomboxes are there, blinking and waiting to... You see rows of toys of big men on...
A classic set.
They're not all blue. These fit that they do.
Which ones?
This set of soul...
You're probably... I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royal... Maybe.
Боже, как жарко, блядь, пиздец. Ебаное говнище, блядь, это лето ебучее, проклятое, сука, ненавижу, блядь, говно это ебаное. А еще, блядь, наступает зима, и у тебя, как это сказать, короче, врубают отопление ебунячее, хотя нужно раза в 2 меньше на самом деле топить, вот по мощности я имею в виду. И ты все равно охуеваешь, блядь, зимой дома. Просто пиздец, блядь. Единственный момент, когда вот этой зимой было нормально комфортно дома, это когда ебануло минус 20 на улице. Вот тогда я вздохнул с облегчением, блядь. Вот. А до этого момента это был просто ад какой-то, нахуй. Что лето говно ебаное, блядь, что зима один хуй, блядь.
You sit on the wind-worn wooden planks of the bench. Your feet ache. You finally stop picking your nose. The twiddling barely keeps your hands warm against the frigid wind blowing from the coast. After a while, you've had enough. Time passes. The sun does its best to ward off the chill of the coast. It barely helps, as if the world is...
Ну, хорошо, что можно хоть скипнуть немножко время. Хоть как-то, блядь. Пиздец. Ладно, короче, я буду пиздеть этому чуваку. Вот. Я скажу, что я отправил всю эту херню. Вот. На самом деле я ни хера не отправил. Пошли поговорим с этим псом. Жирным. В общем, в любом случае мне Ким нужен, блядь. Потому что... Ну я хуй его знает. Мне нужна, во-первых, машина, чтобы связаться по радио с кем-то. Вот.
If he really wants to save the economy, he'd let you pay with net worth. Go over and ask him if you can.
Ну пофиг, давай купим. Давай купим. Может, когда-нибудь пригодится самообладание.
Oh, sorry.
Давайте перед этим зайдем вот сюда. Ту-ду-ду-ду-ду.
I've got nothing to...
Иди нахуй.
Behind the dockworkers,
Опа,
a ceiling
3%.
height
Еще не
window.
время.
The
Почему?
hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers.
Почему не время? Вот это мне интересно. Почему не время?
Hi again, gendarme. Bye-bye, gendarme.
Блять.
Yes?
Again?
Да иди нахуй.
Hello, dear. It's good to see a familiar face. Thank you for doing that, dear. Morel still isn't feeling well. I convinced him to stay at Gary's to get some rest. I'm afraid the cold has really gotten to him. Yes. Field work is a young...
Her voice is shaky. What is going on here?
Morel will eventually, or we'll talk Gary into going back out, perhaps. No, you don't have to do that. Enough of this fool's errand. Morel will do it. Or Gary. You have work to do. I've wasted...
Be real. Gary is not going to help with this.
That really is too much, sweetie. Thank you for your dedication, but I can see you're coming down with a cough yourself.
Very strange. Why is she not letting you do this? It's like she's given up.
Different? How?
Answering a question with a question, for example. Defensive isn't her usual style.
I'm in doubt, sweetie. That's all. It's a strange feeling. I haven't really told this to anyone, but do you ever wonder if some lovely story from your childhood is just that?
Hunching her shoulders now. She seems even smaller.
Seeing the Insulindian phasmid was just a story I used to tell people. I didn't really think about Morel's so proud of it. He always tells everyone.
Арестовать вас за ваше свидетельство.
No, at least I don't think I did, but Morel was so eager to believe my story was evident that I'm some queen of the cryptozoologists.
That I am a queen and extraordinary.
But now we're both getting old and he's still working himself sick
Ой,
out
блядь,
in those
внушение.
reeds looking for it. But what if I was just wrong? I think I was.
An acorn is not the same as the tree. That requires time, diligence, and care. All qualities these two seem to share in abundance.
But it is. We've spent years searching for the phasmid, hunting it together. If I hadn't led him down this path, he could have a steady job lecturing at a university.
You know, this reminds you of the Pericanassian theory of love. In essence, love is a relay out of death. Generation by generation, our love remains in our progeny. Lay some of that on her.
Обычно, думая о бабах и браке, я чувствую себя отвратительно. Но когда думаю про вас, Морелло, все нормально. Это же что-то стоит? Нет. О, отличный аргумент, отличный.
Oh, of course it counts for something. But we've had our... I was a paraplegic before we met. He didn't know before I arrived.
She has to swallow to relax her throat. It's keeping her from talking.
Хрена любовь сложная.
It's not easy. I've wasted enough of your time with this drama. What you have to know is the Insulindian phasmid probably does not exist. Let us fools check.
Are there? Some of the other things are pretty bad.
I'm not sure of anything. Sometimes I still see it, you know. The real memory. Now, either way, I should go. Poor Morel is running a fever, and I need to get him home to Jamrock before we overstay our welcome with Gary. Oh no, thank you, but I can get there on my own. This old thing is gas-powered. And then a taxi home. It's not so bad. Oh, sweetie. Please don't get stuck on a dream. Take it from me and Morel. Okay, it's 1113 Tabernacle Road, Jamrock, but... You're welcome, sweetie. I'm glad it helped you, even though it turned out to be a
waste of time. A lie. A fool's hope. Say her lips moving in silence. Like that, she dries off. The gas enters quietly as she gets to the doors, then pushes them open. Outside, the cold coastal wind blows.
Вот так-то, блядь. Вот так-то, ребята.
The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod.
Ну, хоть одно закрыл, слушайте. Так, Эврару, наверное, разбогатить, орудие убийства. Так, спокойся, будьте под караоке. Да, давайте. Тут делать нехуй. Давайте к Эврару. По-другому не получится. Я не вижу других каких-то способов выхода из этой ситуации, кроме как, скажем так, поработать на того жердяя.
The worn map features your final. An intricate web of blue. It still kind of looks like, for you, someone close to the victim might know.
Кто-то близкий жертве может знать, а кто?
Someone who...
Mr. Dubois, every worker, member of the board. How can I... No, you didn't. I know the mailman, Harry. I know everyone and everything that happens in this town, and I know there's no letter in that mailbox yet.
Блять.
Just like I know you'll get it done. Once you stop horsing around, let me know when it's done. By all means, Harry.
Да раз, блять. Я так и думал. Его не получится объебать. Я хуй его знает, что теперь делать надо, если честно. Потому что у меня убеждение, вот, внушение я не могу прокачать, потому что даже если бы у меня очко навыков было, у меня максимум, то есть у меня лимит в 4. Вот. У меня максимум 4. Поэтому я хуй знает, что делать. Вот, Долорес Дэй фигурки какие? Где их взять? Хуй его знает.
The payphone hangs mutely on the wall.
Блять, и что теперь делать? Я вообще понятия не имею, что дальше делать вообще в этой игре, блять. Пиздец. Полный пиздец. Охраняемая дверь. Какая охраняемая дверь? Чего, блядь? Карта на стене. Охраняемая дверь. Спящий портовый рабочий. Но он уже там уже не спит, как бы, блядь. Я уже проебланил этот момент.
There are 8 pairs of tracks in them. You won't get.
Понятно.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Эмпатия.
Kuno doesn't.
Блять. Где мне одну очко опыта заработать еще? Как мне сюда попасть? Опять же. Дверь нужно открыть в кафетерии. В этом. Меня, знаете, что раздражает в этой игре, блядь? Это какие-то долгие загрузки. Карта здесь очень маленькая по факту. Она по факту очень маленькая. Посмотрите, сколько грузилась вот эта вот локация. Обратите внимание, это просто какой-то пиздец. Это пиздец какой-то. Очень долго. Да. Не-а. Я уже это пробовал, этот вариант. То есть никак не зайти сюда. Абсолютно никак. Я вообще в растерянности, что делать, я не знаю. Вот. Я просто не знаю, что делать. Погнали опять на побережье. Это супер, блядь, скучно. Вот это вот ничего не происходит, все диалоги прослушаны уже. Вот. И остается какой-то тупиковый этот момент, когда ты не знаешь, что тебе просто делать. И поговорить не с кем, и сделать нечего. Короче, просто пиздец. Может быть, просто тупо скипать это время, ну, на лавке сидя. Потому что я просто не знаю, что еще остается. Вот мысль какая-то была якобы, блядь. Вот.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito and
Желтый
bullet holes in the front.
ящик. Приветствую тебя. Короче, давайте сейчас кинем.
The dented yellow mail, but the documents inside the envelope still lack. It's not going to be that easy. Everard wants you to dirty your hands getting these signatures, and he will quickly find out if you just mail.
Заебись, видите? Вот. А как это все, я не знаю, там, то есть пистолет, опять же, я проебал, да, то есть там где-то. Что мне делать? Как мне быть? Я вообще понятия не имею.
The trap is full of locusts, but they seem weak and unhealthy.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon. I can feel it. The wind is turning.
Our tenant, please.
Пиздец. Не, ну там есть какой-то еще способ эту бабку объебать, короче, каким-то образом, я не знаю. Скопировать ее. Так.
Is that the phasmid?
Это что? Это
It looks
что?
like the phasmid,
Где?
leaning against the wall.
Где? Against the wall? Где? Я не вижу. Это что, фазмид? Похоже на фазмида у стены.
Wait. What
Стоп,
if
а
this
вдруг
is the
это
fishing
что-
rod situation all over
Стоп, а
again?
вдруг это как в тот раз с удочкой? А что тут, я не понял, у стены где? Я не вижу нихуя. Пытаться покраситься как фазмиду. Нет, на сей раз ты не поведешься, ты будешь смирно стоять и вгадываться, пока не разберешь, что это на самом деле. Это фазмидоподобное нечто.
Fine.
Ну ладно,
It's
это
not
не
a
фазмид.
phasmid. It's not even
Просто
organic.
кочерга у камина.
Just a
А, вот
fire
это.
iron resting by the fireplace.
А, вот она,
But
это ты понял, окей.
Where's your sense of wonder?
Это
man?
единственное, за что у меня глаз зацепился, да. Охуеть. О! Отлично, отлично. Вот, я бы сюда сейчас вот впихнул бы эту херню и получилось бы у меня, но, к сожалению. Так, грубая сила. Оставим пока что.
Hello, mister. Bye.
длиннее тут не получится ничего.
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face.
Чтобы с этой бабенкой поговорить еще раз, что нужно улучшить?
The sea's gonna calm down soon.
Внушение, внушение, короче. И то, и другое внушение. Ну, я ничего не могу сделать пока что. Ничего не получается. У меня эта мелодия будет в кошмарных снах сниться, блять.
Welcome to Red.
Это хардкор.
Yo, man, what's on your mind? Suspicious. It took us. It's short for paranoid. A reasonable question. Say I get hurt. I want to make sure it never happens again. So I analyse the situation. Exercise called good call. Not exposing yourself to stuff like that.
Hardcore.
Эмпатия. Скорость реакции.
Hardcore.
Really have an interesting setup here, like kids preparing for a school science fair. It's pretty neat. I'm sure you did. You have an exploratory creative streak, just like them.
This? Oh, we're trying to see if we can come up with some cool new special effects to add to the visual aspect of our club experience. We tinker with things. Art, music, chemistry. Some chemicals, when mixed, can, you know, change colour or sort of blow up! Blow up! Not like, you know, in a dangerous way, or, well, we're not going to do it in a dangerous... Besides, did you know that smell experiences are all the rage now at the most forward-thinking venues?
Very big in art circles.
I hope you get to experience one of our light smell shows sometime, sir. It'll be a blast.
Да. Я хз, вот он адрес, дальше что?
The mother of humanism stands above. Why? That does seem to be a problem. Maybe you meant something else? I don't know. What are we thinking of? The mother of humanism towers above you.
Я хз, что еще делать, чуваки. Отвечаю. Все, я поплыл. Короче. Ну, жара, конечно, не способствует тоже мыслительной деятельности, я вам так скажу, но... Блять, я не знаю, что делать, серьезно. И у меня только одна мысль, это пропускать время, сидя на лавке, все. Потому что я, в принципе, везде был уже, там, все видел, все нажимал. Хуй его знает. Что еще остается мне делать? Это тупик.
Just dead and dying locusts, and the slow swaying.
Меня еще вот что интересует. Как можно пройти на крышу? Ну или не то, что на крышу, на... Как это сказать? На... Вообще в это здание проникнуть. Как это вообще возможно? Сюда вот. Вот сюда. Тут вот есть вход, проход, или как это сделать. Как это сказать.
You see, a slogan used to...
Ah, yes. They've...
Пиздец.
A few locusts trudge along the wall of the trap. The rest are piled in a heap in the corner, dead.
Как туда проникнуть, блять? Ну явно там что-то есть.
The trap is filled with dead and dying locusts. Most of them aren't moving anymore.
Ну все, возьми на нет.
A row of ghostly shades facing a crumbling wall. With another 7 shades, a cold...
Я хуй его знает, что делать, ребят. Я реально в ахуе. Короче, я реально в ахуе. Все. Тупик. Ну все, пропускаем. Короче. Время. Ждем Кима. Я хуй его знает. Ждем нового дня Кима. Все. Все, что мне в голову приходит.
You sit on the...
Давай.
Time passes. You ponder upon... Time passes. You ponder upon... This case is unsolvable. You should just give up right now and apologize to the whole town. Time passes. You ponder upon an endless winter that covers everything in ice and snow. What a struggle it... Time passes. You ponder upon an endless winter that covers everything in ice and snow. Time passes. You ponder upon an
20-20. Не знаю, может быть... Давайте сходим. Вряд ли это, конечно, поможет. Может быть, Ким приехал. Да, нет, ничего нету, блядь. Вот почему она так долго, тут эта маленькая хуета, вот эта вот локация, ну как локация, это типа домик вот этот грузился, столько времени, блядь. Почему? Сука. Карта. Что на карте? Стена на заднем дворе. Чё? О, стена на заднем дворе. Открылась. По какой-то причине. А почему? Потому что время типа пришло. Или что?
The trap is...
Естественно, нет фазмига. Ну, приехал Ким. Да хуй, блядь, не приехал. Пиздец. Поехали, ладно, дальше. Попробуем стену сейчас толкнуть.
Just an ordinary wall.
Концептуализация. Одежда, давайте концептуализацию. Концептуализация, ёптать. Ну, давайте.
Just an ordinary wall.
92%, чуваки. Некоторые вещи в сумерках выглядят отчетливее. Ух ты. А, вот оно что. У тебя это чувство прекрасно. Творческий позыв Синди заразительно.
Because
наконец-то.
Finally.
Невозможно.
This wall is sublime. Look at it. The shadows, the colors.
Изумительно, взгляни, какие тени, какие цвета.
All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this, the uncontested pinnacle of wallcraft, color peeled from the very... Oh, wall father. Absolutely. Now you just need the material. You already have the heavy fuel oil to use as paint.
Мазут в качестве краски у тебя уже
Cindy
есть.
the Skull
Не зря я
has
его
a
не
paintbrush.
продавал. Окись найдется у
This is
Синди череп, вполне
completely
осуществимо. Мазут у меня уже есть.
Yes, great thinking. Go talk to her.
Стена подождет. Поехали.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
А, вот оно что. Синди, мне нужна твоя кисть.
What for? Well, if it's for art, but what kind of art are we talking about? Sounds like you're just about to live out your self-pity, not make a statement. I can't have shit art on my conscience. Yeah, not gonna hold my breath, Piggy.
Пиздец.
You look like you'd suck.
Ага, еще чего.
Everything,
Ну, по
really.
тебе сразу видно, что у тебя херня выходит во всем. Быстро добавляет она. Блять, концептуализация 42%. Блять, концептуализация. Я могу повысить как-то, нет? Блять, нету. Ну 42% это прям вообще пиздец, короче. Блять. Это и красная проверка, которая один раз дается. Ну давай, блять.
You don't have the skills to execute something like this in practice. But, oh boy, the idea is going to blow the
18-18,
fucking
на грани.
mind.
На грани, повезло пиздец. У тебя нет нужных навыков, чтобы воплотить это в жизнь. Но сама идея, боже. Да у нее просто крышу срет от такой идеи. Да, блядь, я это сделал наконец-то. Я ж не мог это все перезагружать. Понимаете, в чем прикол, почему я так радуюсь? Я хочу создать очень подробный скелет древней птицы, вымершей 100 миллионов лет.
She squints her eyes.
On fire. I say, sod off. You don't have the technical skills to do that.
О, лол. Ой, блядь. Мрачный взгляд. Иди нахер, вот что думаю. У тебя нет технических навыков для этого. Тебе понравилась моя идея. Так в чем же проблема? Это видите, чем это дело на тебя? Тебя что, в детстве нападали птицы? Так в чем же проблема?
I like your idea. Should have thought of it myself. I don't need this kind of competition in my name.
Черт, это оказалось слишком круто. Да, это несправедливо. Синий искусство больше любого из нас. А мелочно уверенные в себе. Носить искусство больше любого из нас.
Then get your brush from fucking art.
Ой, блядь. Тогда иди к своему ебучему искусству и проси кисть у него. Извиняйте, ошибочка, полагаю, мы перестарались.
You're a police officer and a grown-up.
Блядь.
Why are you trying to impress her? Maybe try a different approach.
And I need an aircraft carrier. So what?
How come you're letting this baby rat run circles around you? End this now.
Да я тоже так думаю.
Fine, take it. I'm all out of fuel oil anyway.
You know what you've got in that fuel canister you scavenged from your Kanema? Red-dyed heavy fuel oil. Time to get to proper...
Да знаю, знаю, побежали. Отлично, отлично. Я ее уговорил, эту пидораску. Я думал еще, что можно еще купить эту ебучую кисть в этом ломбарде. Почему бы и нет.
paintbrush in your hand is like a loaded revolver. What will it be, Desperado? Quite a few things come to mind.
Нахер полицию, это точно не будет. Точно не будет. Мать всех стен. Ну такое, блядь. Тоже в чем смысл? Что за тень лежит здесь под ярким блеском? Чего, блядь, еще за наркомания? Нарисовать 300-летнюю спектрограмму в честь человека. Рене жив. Ну тут более-менее ничего, Рене жив. Вот-вот случится что-то прекрасное. Ну, хз. Парковка запрещена, тоже говно. Давай вот это.
You've spoken. The wall will now silently repeat the message for a decade or so, until the sea air degrades the paint, adding another layer of detritus to the city.
О! Опять с ней можно поговорить, кстати, после этого. Внушение нам нужно, да? Внушение. Что-то еще есть у нас с внушением? По-моему, нету. Да. Это все, что я могу сделать.
Hello again, officers.
72%.
Have you come to admire my mural?
Ну давай.
Sure,
Да,
she's all
есть.
draped up in ironic
Отлично.
detachment, but everyone's gotta eat.
Blah, blah. I'm not for sale, piggo.
Told you these artists turn it around. It's the seller who wields the power in this relationship.
Uh-oh, you're manipulating me. I do like a chance to rip off some stupid piggos. And I need a pack of cigarettes. And some paint.
Пачка сигарет и краска.
Okay, whatever, piggy. Time to leech off each other like the parasites we are. Let me see what I've got. Here, Happy?
Interesting. You can immediately see multiple ways to interpret this piece. What is the experience that the artist is trying to create? What bodies and spaces are they seeking to explore? Remember, this is a buyer's market. You're the one who's in charge of pricing. She juts out her hand, letting you examine the piece. 3 red splotches have been shot at a diagonal across the surface. Tinier crimson spots fan out from the same point of origin.
Well, Piggo, what do you make of it?
There's tension in these strokes of genius. A desire to step into a dialogue with the viewer, to provoke them. A meditation on Sein und Nicht-Sein.
Yeah, whatever. Spaces, bodies. Shit, hit me with that lingo. Signature? Oh yeah, Pigster. I sneezed while holding a wet brush. Paint flecked onto the canvas, and voila! You don't get more signature than that. Art issue. 67,000 real. And your head on a...
Remember, this isn't about the art or the artist. This needless purchase implies your excessive wealth. Art comes across as more tasteful than simply hanging cash on the wall.
Давай 10 реал, ёп.
That it?
И все?
All right.
Ладно,
It
лучше
all
ничего.
helps.
Конечно, ёптать.
Splendid. Your first physical asset. But no time to stop. Money grows old unless it keeps moving. You need to find a buyer, preferably someone who will pay a high price for such an exclusive piece. From she'd probably send the entire Wild Pines legal team after you if she knew you were trading goods around their harbor. She's ready and poised for a hostile takeover. And become a small-time art peddler? No, think bigger. Doing business with communist dictatorships only works if you've got long-term plans in place, which you don't. Good call. He's already handed over 100 real. Let's hustle him for even more moolah.
Look at us. Coming to an agreement. Who'd have thought? Anything else you want? I'm in a good mood, but it won't last long. I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth.
Welcome back, friend. What can I do for you? The art market. Intriguing. You've already convinced me to invest in you, so please, go on. Tell me what you are thinking. A painter? I'm always looking to expand into new asset classes. Who's the artist? Aha! And the name of the piece?
There's no sign of a reaction for a good 3 seconds. Then,
Wonderful things, aren't they? Names. They can completely change your reading of a person, or in this case, a painting. Before I invest, I need to know more about the work. How do I know this asset is going to appreciate?
this is the only question that matters. Fails to come up the comfortably wealthy want their views challenged when making a purchase. Don't hold back.
I see. I'll be honest. All I see are splatters that look.
Why are you letting this opportunity slip away? Give him a story, an experience. Make him want to run away with this.
Please, if there's something I'm missing, I'd love to know what it is. Emerging? That's a word with plenty of.
The obvious answer is to be illustrative. However, he would be much more interested in art that directly tackles social issues.
I see. Very good. What kinds of issues are we talking about? I've really got into the housing crisis recently. Now, very graphic, isn't it? Really delivers insight into.
That's it. Lap it up, buddy. That might have done it.
Well, I think that settles it. You found a buyer, my friend. A pleasure transacting with you. However, there are a few complications. I don't have the cash on me right now to pay for art of this caliber. What I can instead offer are shares in Mauer Koshlai Mercury Group.
Shares. That's even better. You can do a lot with them if you play your cards right.
I bought these shares many years ago for a steal. As predicted, Mauer Koshlai Mercury's operating profit has increased year on year, which means you could net yourself a considerable profit if you need some immediate liquidity. But if you don't mind waiting, I expect the value of these shares to double within the next 5 years. They're the very unit of capital. You can buy them, sell them, even sit on them if you think it wise. Trust me when I say this. Becoming a shareholder means you are part of the big leagues. It's a Godwaldian Ilmaran company that specializes in extracting mercury. It's seen massive growth lately due to the Have you heard about it? At the moment, it's trading at more than 1.5 times the price of gold. That's because it's an essential component in the next gen. Ram's using it in their next model. I can't wait for mine to turn up. My predictions say its improved speed and azimuthal range should increase my trade efficiency by whopping 46%. You really should order one.
He's right. The combination of Ream's solid engineering and the new Rudfog Mercury valve.
Splendid! This is a stock certificate. Well, a photocopy of one. Nevertheless, it's solid proof that you own shares in Mauer Koshlai Mercury Group.
The light around the individual in front of you changes somehow as you take the scroll. You can't figure out.
That concludes our part of the transaction. Once you've turned over the asset, my people, another deal complete. Welcome to the big leagues! If you haven't already, I'd advise you to consider hiring a personal brand strategist. What don't they do? They practically do everything, from spotting good investments and analyzing design trends to booking a lunchtime table at the prestigious Landrusee. Unfortunately not. I only know the ones who work with multi-millionaires and beyond. But take a look around, and I'm sure you'll find one. Personal brand strategists are attracted to money like sharks to blood. You'll find having net worth opens many new...
Oh, and we should see what this net worth can do. Might score a discount, or better yet, get you some free goods. That's the kind of thing that really makes you feel...
So, what's next on the agenda?
Нихрена себе у меня доход, блядь, 23... О, блядь, 220... 232 миллиона. Ебануться, блядь. Но мне кажется, это подтверждает только то, что это какой-то сон собаки, или я не знаю, как это сказать, это какой-то бред, короче. Доход. А, вот.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
That's teen speak for no. No discounts. She couldn't be more unbothered by your question. If she...
Yeah, I don't know.
Короче, гоняешься ты за фуфлом, за каким-то одним словом. Если коротко.
Everything's still cool here, officer. I only accept legal tender, officer. Unless that's code for something. In that case, I cannot accept that as payment, officer. I run everything above board here.
Естественно.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. This is... I certainly wouldn't pass up the opportunity to acquire something that can make princes out of peons. Owning shares, that's where the proper trade is. Far beyond the pittance I deal with in here. Nothing's wrong with it. The shop suits me fine, it's just... we all need a bit of luck in our lives, you know. A lottery win. No can do. I need to make money. This is a business first and foremost, not a charity. No offense, but I don't think it would do me much good. Nothing to do with you. It's just my customers tend to...
He's right. His customers are desperates, lowlifes, and bored browsers. They don't understand high culture. They don't want their purchases to elevate them. They just...
I'd be glad to trade for your shares. Let's stick to that. In theory, yes. You probably have enough to afford it all. However, I don't plan on selling up and joining the mastodons of La Delta just yet. What I can do is trade that modified streetlight over there for some of your shares. It's the most expensive item in here. The finest in interior lighting.
Expensive isn't everything. And we know that light isn't even a recognizable brand. You can't exactly strut down the street and turn heads with it like you can a new Perseus Black number either. Sure it does. Not saying you should definitely not get it, but let's think about what to do with it first. Any ideas? Turn it into an art installation. Invite viewers to question what it means to bring an outside light inside. We have so many barriers to break down and concepts to explore. For a price, of course. There's much to be learned in this kind of rewiring job. You could steal its secrets and make a whole line of modified street tech to sell to the public. It's up to you. If you think it's got ROI potential, then go ahead. Just bear in mind that these shares are developing into a fortune without you having to do anything.
Nothing else in here carries that much value, I'm afraid. Plus, I need to make sure I still earn some actual cash for food and such. Right. Have another look at it. Really take in that quality craftsmanship. Any other questions in the meantime?
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps.
More than happy. Like I said, I value the streetlight at 7...
As little as possible. We only sell shares if we're getting something of more value for them. Shares are premium goods. Think big business.
Двадцатая доля акций, ты чё, ебанутый, блядь? Треть своих акций. 1/20, это 5%, нихуя себе. Я не могу дать больше, чем пару акций.
That's not enough.
Недостаточно. Можешь брать, можешь отказаться, мне все равно.
But I want to sell them now.
Or has another light shining on the ceiling caught his eye?
All right, that'll have to do. The street light is all yours. Yeah, good. But I won't be holding on to these shares for long. Let's just say there's some long overdue business I've got to deal with. Oh, sure. It is quite heavy. You're going to need a truck. That's all right. I can keep it here for you until you find one. Tell you what.
Did he just do a runner? He can't get away that easily. Try calling out to him.
Here we go. It's a sign that declares you the owner of the streetlight. Stick it on and people will know that it's yours.
Great idea. One of your physical assets on display for the public. Maybe this was a good idea after all. But let's come back to that idea later. There's easier money to be made elsewhere. Just get that sign stuck on there for now.
There you go. Beautiful job.
It reads, sold to the Disco Cop for shares in MK Mercury Group. The words are written with an even kerning, in bold, looks surprisingly official for a small-time trader. Some of your big biz flair must be rubbing off on him. The pole has been carefully cut, the wiring redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently.
Oh, right. That's good.
Your eyes slide back to the 700 Real modified streetlight you traded for shares. The golden light seems to flicker ever so slightly, like a butterfly. It casts shadows on the sign.
One quick question. How do I get hold of my shares? All right. Perfect. Thank you.
Просто рофл какой-то.
Oh, the sea's gonna calm down.
Tequila Sunset.
Things have really turned around for you, haven't they? You've got big money problems now. Don't be shy, Tequila. Of course I'll do it. I'm your man. Tequila. You don't know what you're missing out on. Now, me, on the other hand, I only provide very high concept ideas. And as I already understand your needs, I can marry them with your brand easily.
Great can-do attitude, a billion real mindset, clinically insane energy. Hire him on the spot.
No, Tequila, no. I'm a professional, you see? What do you need to know?
What you truly want to know is, can you really trust your entire fortune to a drunk who lost his house keys while out for a jog?
Tequila. Whatever's going on in my reality situation doesn't have any bearings on yours. This is all about you, and your drinking is the fuel to my fire. Moistens me up to ensure the high concepts have a smooth landing. Ah, shit.
He could definitely work more on his hand-eye coordination.
I used to be a moderately high net worth individual myself, if I can say so. I've managed big money before. At the Boom Boom Room, I directed a team of talent architects. People so high concept their names were nothing but a single letter. We had manic ideas, fueled by copious amounts of coffee-flavored whey powder. We did...
We're going to need examples here. Just going by one of your initials doesn't cut it.
Numbers? How about 15 fucking years of jamming art into people's heads? That's hundreds of high-concept ideas developed and executed for those fancy corp boys in their suits. The result? Millions of real generated for clients. I've made my name in this world. Okay. Let me get a sip first. You see, net worth means nothing to the people of Martinez. Nada. Null. For them to see your wealth, to really respect that, you need to convert it into something real, something tangible. The bigger the better. The Horseback Monument! That's the center of the district. They'd have to pay attention to that. We could get your name up there in lights. Damn thing's due for a reconceptualization anyway.
The level of conceptualization could always be high. But what would it cost?
Nothing up front. That's because I always put the client first. My cut'll come out of the back end, after we've made you and forget about contractors and the like. This job I'm handling personally, concept and execution. Any unexpected expenses we'll take care of later. Can't let price compromise the work. Easy. Sure, my man. Let's circle back whenever you want.
Tequila Sunset.
Right on. That's it. I'm back. Sorry about that, my friend. This isn't about me. This is about you, of course. A chance for you to give back to the community, to get your brand out there, to teach them your name. I can already see it. Tequila Sunset, spelled out in cathode rays, luminous against the evening sky. There won't... Whoa there! No need to worry about that. I've got it all under control. Besides, it helps with my creativity. Gets the business juices flowing, you know? I don't think I can do it. Sorry. No, you're right. I've got to do this. I need this. All right. You know what, Tequila, you old rat? I'll consider your request. Give me half an hour, my friend. In fact, I demand you to sit down here and not move until I'm back. Open a beer. Relax. I see you running around like a maniac, just back and forth. Gotta live a little. Enjoy.
He turns his swollen face against the snow, droplets of beer freezing in his beard.
No, Tequila. Let me take care of it.
Before you know it, the man has put down the bottle, stood up, and left. You chat a bit with old Rosemary. Then, try to strike up a conversation with Don't Call Abigail about some after what feels like ages. You hear the fence creaking as if under a large weight. Look at him. Just look at him. It's Idiot Doom Spiral. He's back, like a beast made of jaundice. and fetid polypropylene. He returns locked in stiff combat with a most fearsome foe.
I know. Ran into some problems there. Material shortages and the like. But don't worry. Genius thrives under constraints. That's why you pay for the best.
What an athlete. There should be a new word for drunk moves like that. Like alcoholite or gymnast. He can't even walk straight. How did he write your name in cathode rays?
Of course I am. When you're ready, and I don't think you ever will be, just head on over to the Horseback Monument. You'll see. World's gonna know about you. But if there's anything else your old friend can do for you, let me know.
Да, интересно, что там будет, блядь. Да уж, ну-ка, тут что?
The old woman still sits in her chair. The buzz of electric lights blends together with the slow rumble of... There's a gap where the name of that song should be.
Yeah.
You should ask her about it right now.
Yes, I can't really sleep anymore. Only a few hours a night. It happens when you grow older. My suggestion is, don't grow any older than you already are. That's old enough. What's troubling your mind? A lullaby my mother used to sing. I sang it to my kids too. It's an old Samaran children's song. Surrender to the night.
That's kind of grim for a children's song, even if it is a lullaby.
Yes, it does. A lullaby my mother, like I said, is an old children's song.
Ладно, давайте спать.
It's getting late and it's snowing. Time.
Конечно, конечно. Идем спать.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. The place feels almost like home now, quiet and dignified around you. A new life by the seaside.
It's easier this time. Drifting off, your head has found a comfortable indent in the pillow.
This respite. You've earned it, brother. Bask in the dark. No, this is the one before that. We'll just keep cycling it for you if you don't mind. As long as we can. Spin it like...
Enjoy it while it lasts.
You're welcome, Harry boy. You earned it.
After centuries of darkness, the alarm rings. But what's this? You actually feel rested. There's no time to cuddle with...
Почему он, блядь, на стуле просыпается? Интересно, Ким приехал? Ну давай, выходи. Да, приехал, вот он. Твою мать.
Yes?
Our tenant, the policeman.
Взгляните на статую всадника. Окей.
The trap is full of locusts. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio mic.
Precinct 57, how may I assist? Still no word, I'm
Да
afraid,
как это
sir.
нет?
I know it must be frustrating. Was there anything else you wanted to ask? Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over. Roger that.
Oh, look.
Что это? Рот мне ноги не ходят.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island. It is surrounded by scaffolding that has been haphazardly erected around it.
Так, мышка села.
A matrix of metal tubes and wooden planks jut out at odd angles. A miserable tarpaulin covers up the horse and rider. Flapping, there are no lights that spell out your name. No workers with calloused hands leering from above. Just construction materials. There's not an ounce of artistry here. It's even worse. That son of a bitch scammed you. Probably to make... This is not what that personal brand strategist of yours promised. No one even knows that you're paying for this reconception. The old king looks defiantly to the west.
Раз какой-то, блядь. Ну, это, в принципе, ожидаемо. Что там от алкаша, блядь? То-то. Можно поиметь, так сказать. Так.
The pearlescent paper adamantly resists being held open. It demands struggle at both ends. The print inside is just as taxing, due to its fine, devious use of swish there. It's a font literally designed to win legal agreements by way of being almost unreadable. Inside an oval frame is a grey sketch of a curly-haired girl enthusiastically riding an industrial drill. It's churning up hard chunks of rocky ground. Each letter is shaped like a laugh line, being pulled in a million different directions. You can do this. Maybe squinting will help. A bold black mesh curves around the oval image at the top of the document. It almost looks as if it were penned with intention. Slowly, it happens. Individual letters coalesce. It's like watching ice melt to reveal the shrubs underneath. A few seconds later, and you can read the entire heading. M.K. Oh, brother, you have tumbled into a chop house of words. This is where letters come to die. A pile of discarded alphabet limbs. You start to carefully shave it all with your razor eyes. A few R's stick out. There's an E. Then suddenly, some whole words appear. This certifies that I know business speak when I see it. This is an official, legitimate, checked by the board certificate. You really are a stock market big boy now. Sound the money klaxon and bring out the hustle clowns. They don't.
Oh, the sea's gonna calm down.
Да что ж за жопа такая, блядь?
Oh.
Hello again, esteemed officer.
The barbell waits patiently.
Oh, it's you again. Very good. That will be 7 real for 1 custom die. Here's your umber die.
There appears to be a small fly embedded within. It's like...
Давайте эмпатию прокачаем. Где там? Хуй с ней, погнали. Так. Давайте еще посмотрим одежда с эмпатией, блять. Эмпатия.
Kuno saw you wield that can. Sweet graffito action pig. Kuno likes that delinquent shit. Kuno's part is. You're just shit at life. Now what's your case with Kuno?
Бля, пиздец. Всего-то 28%. Легендарно. Ну давайте. Да, сработало, ебать. Мне сегодня везет. Проблема не в Куна, а в Куне.
Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence. She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno S also. Kuno hasn't stopped talking to you, even enjoys it from time to time. When you talk to the other one, it's like talking to a cornered animal. She only hisses and says murder. All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Fuck you whispering about?
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you!
Ну чем там пидоры, что шукаетесь?
She puts extra stress onto that word, expecting it will make you uncomfortable.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell ya? Kuno told ya. Kuno talks to whoever he wants. Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her so she can't read his lips. Fuck. She can read lips. You should cup your mouth.
Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno. Told you this already. Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
He speaks the truth, my liege.
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right, C's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
His little green eyes are fixed on yours. He's meant everything he said before, but right now, he not only means it, he is sincere.
Are you getting this? Do you think I'm fucking telling you a joke here? How hard do you think it is to kill a fat ass? Sweet talk him, then knife him. She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has. Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting. Kuno was just running his mouth. Kuno's stupid like that.
A cop would be too large for her to overpower, but a determined child of her size can still kill the vulnerable, the elderly, the homeless, or other children. The creature peers at you both from over the fence. Fear. Kuno falls silent. He does not look at you when he replies.
Kuno, there, that's it. That's what Kuno is that.
He usually looks you straight in the eye. Don't move your head. Just from the corner of your eye, look at her. Though her friend spoke too low for her to hear, Kuno S is not smiling anymore.
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho. Cat burning shit. She does the real deal. Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you...
And he doesn't even want to think about it. This isn't just another boast.
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit. Crazy people. The fucking Nakis.
It's Suruese. The Suru are an indigenous ethnic minority in the social democratic powerhouse Vasa on the tundra and taiga-covered Isola of Katla. Far, far away from here. As far as possible, really. You mean evil little red-haired people like her? Yes, they do. The Suruese have that ginger gene.
Suruese? Like that man from Shelmdall shit? She could be.
Revelshot does have a small Suruese community. Or she climbed into a yakberry crate and was shipped over accidentally.
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in. Like, yeah, she was just there.
What was that, Kuno?
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark. Yeah, that's the place. She was just balled up near the closet, psycho style. Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner. I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under a pile of clothes, like a dog.
Someone left the door open. It was him. By accident or... on purpose.
Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there. Or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
Kuno-S, two of a kind.
'Cause she fucking looks like Kuno. No one knows her name. Kuno told you this shit was Psycho Killer. How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with... Kuno's got this shit under control. Listen, listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C. You fuck with Kuno. You threaten her. You threaten to take her away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand?
He may not be able to do it, but he will try. Right now, he believes he will.
You made a big fucking mistake there. A huge mistake. Say goodbye to all the shit Kuno would have hooked you up with. You and Kuno are done. Professionally.
Told you, you shouldn't deal with that. He's fucking nothing.
She won.
Да идите нахуй. Бредятина, блядь. Ладно. Жара пиздецовая, блядь, просто. Пиздецовая жара. Просто охуеть можно. Ох. Уже почти 3 часа играю, а прогресса в игре хуй целых 0,1, короче. Вот. Прям пиздец какой-то. Эмпатия.
Honorable One, you have accumulated a substantial amount of honor points on your life path. You are a man most virtuous. Of course there were honor points. Did you think no one was paying attention to all of your honorable deeds, Honorable One? Oh, the modesty on this one. Another 10. You are on the fast track to becoming one of the rarest, most revered of all police officers, an honor cop. Living in the name of virtue and doing noble deeds while expecting nothing in return is not archaic. How can you even think that? Selflessness forms the basis for the warrior code, an ageless code, as fit for nomadic Ilmaran tribes traversing the vast red plateau in Provincia Gordi, as it is for your neighborhood postman. You are like a wandering night monk setting right the wrongs of the world you come upon. Are you ready to drink deep from the cup of honor?
Смотрите, как четко сделано. Мне это не нужно, честь мне не нужна совсем. Честь — это моя жизнь. Это то, что отличает меня от вероломной женщин. Ну, женщина — это женщина, да? И действительно, понятие честь для женщины не знакомо. Оно и для мужиков очень редкое явление, а женщина вообще не знает, что это такое. То есть это, ну, это как вот, ну, просто они просто не могут понять, что это такое, им это не свойственно, короче, женщинам. И очень редким из мужского пола это тоже дано, ну, может быть, там несколько процентов, не знаю. Вот. А для женщины вообще 0, короче. Вот это правда. Поэтому это мой вариант.
Your deeds are spoken for you, Honorable One. But to fully drape oneself in an eternal cloak of honor, a ritual must be completed. Even among the honorable, only the most dignified are deemed worthy. But you, honor comes from deep within you. And to truly know oneself, to know one's honor, you need to bring the thumb of your right hand, your sword hand, to your rectum and stick it in there to form the Arch of Honors.
Засунь себе палец в жопу, лол, что? Это просто, блядь, что это за говно? Что?
People will be in awe, admiring a police officer most honorable, in a sacred ritual of uttermost righteousness.
Истинные добродетели.
Most dishonorable are those who have known honor, carried honor in their hearts, and then you brought much shame on your family today. Your name will forever be tarnished by this most shameful.
Ты пошел ты нахуй. Кто бы ты там не был, блядь. Че, блядь, палец в жопу посреди площади, блядь, себе засовывает. Че, ебанутый, что совсем? Сука, пиздец, блядь. Сохраняем.
Kuno saw you real backhand. Sweet graffiti of Kuno's parties.
Почему
You're just
недоступно?
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
А, вот эмпатия. Куда похуй.
Fuck does Kuno care?
What's going
Подожди,
on is an
8%.
ungovernable youth on your... Like you don't have enough on your plate. You feel a sudden surge of self-pity coming on.
No! You told him about it and now he knows you're...
The city is not fucking lame. You and fuck you too.
Explain himself, as you must get to the bottom of this.
Kuno...
Блять, почему так мало? Я буду, короче, это как это сказать, переигрывать. Почему? Потому что у меня это сработало до этого, и я просто там обосрался дальше. Дело не в ролле, ролл я выиграл. Вот, ролл я выиграл. Эмпатия. Почему так мало, блядь?
Kuno saw you wheeled that can. Sweet graffito action pig. Kuno likes that delinquent shit. Kuno's parties. You're just shit at life.
Он
Now
тебя
what's your case with
подавил. Почему? Вот у меня раньше больше было. Почему 8%, блядь?
What's going on? Like you don't have enough on your plate. You feel a sudden surge of self-pity coming on.
Get your snout out of Kuno's ass. Kuno knows how hard Kuno... You should give up, Popo, or the Kun will keep fucking it out of...
You okay, Kuno?
That went wrong. He took it as a compliment.
Kuno...
Ну, будем теперь ебашить, блядь. Я не знаю, раньше было больше. Раньше было 28, по-моему, процентов, а не 8, блядь. А почему? Почему? Типа, подождите. А, я к вещице не заходил, видимо, да? Охуенно, блядь, я проебался. Понятно. Ну ладно, чё. Вот почему, короче. Надо вкупить у нее эту хуйню.
Oh, it's you. Very good. Here's your umber dye.
There appears to be.
Отлично. Ну-ка. Где подписи для Еврара? Разбогатейте. Потайные коридоры танцев. А, вот. Эмпатия. У меня еще вот эта вот хуйня должна быть. Да, в руке.
Kuno saw you wheeled that cat. Kuno's parties. You're just shit at life. Now what's your case with Kuno? Kuno doesn't...
Почему недоступно?
Fuck does Kuno care?
17.
What's going on? Like
Да
you
иди
don't
ты
have
нахуй.
enough on your...
Take the pain, fucko. Take the bad.
Smelling weakness.
You heard that, see? Porco wants to talk about how he can't hack this shit.
Don't let him move in with us, Kuno.
You have no idea what to say now.
Kuno do...
Пиздец. Ну ёпта, ебать, перезагрузка долгая. Это просто пиздец. Это просто пиздец. Покупать. Принять.
Kuno saw you. Kuno's parties. You're just shit at life.
What's going on? Like you don't have.
Короче, будем перезагружать до бесконечности, пока не сработает. Я ебал. В любом случае. Да блять, ебись.
Kuno saw Kuno's parties. You're just shit at life.
What's going? Like you don't.
Сука, блять, узкоглазая макака, блять. Желтолицая.
Kuno saw you. Kuno's parties. You're just shit at life.
What's going
Да
on?
ёб твою мать.
Kuno saw Kuno's parties. You're just shit.
What's going on?
Сука, заебала, блять, эта хуйня. Пиздец.
Kuno saw you. Kuno's parties. You're just.
What's going on?
Охуенно.
Kuno saw Kuno's parties. You're just.
What's
Да
going?
ёбаный ты рот, блядь, сука, жопа горит, блядь. Да ёбаный ты. Стыд.
Kuno's parties. You're just shit.
What's
Да
going on?
ёбаный. Что за говно?
Kuno's parties. You're.
It's not
Наконец-то.
Kuno. It's Kuno S.
Наконец-то.
Kuno S. She came up also, all in all.
Fuck you whispering about.
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But she.
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful.
Crazy. You don't know that. Stop.
She understands.
Yo, talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
You did it. Fuck. She can read lips.
Kuno was. Look,
He speaks the truth, my liege.
Kuno me.
He's meant everything he said before. But right now, he not only means it, He is sincere.
Killing is serious shit. Kuno's always serious about the 488.
.488. The criminal code doesn't go higher than...
She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Forget Kuno said that. Kuno was just shitting.
A cop, the creature, appears fear.
Kuno.
He usually don't move your head. Though her friend spoke too low for her to hear, Kuno S is not smiling.
Yeah, she's psycho. Snuff.
And he doesn't even want to think.
Fuck knows, crazy.
It's Suruese. The Suru are an indigenous.
Suru.
Revachol does have a small...
Fuck knows, crazy.
It's Suruese. You mean evil little red hair?
Suru.
Revachol does have a small Suru.
Fuck no, she's not. Yeah.
What was that?
She was in the hallway. Yeah. That Kuno's got no... I don't know.
Someone left the door open on purpose.
Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there.
Kuno S.
Because she fucking looks like no one knows her name. Kuno told you this shit was psycho killer. How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's got this shit under control. Listen.
This is what...
I'm...
He may not be able to do it, but he will try. Right now, he believes he will.
All right, now we can do business. Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
Don't hook him up with shit,
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit. Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno... See, it's tension and release with Kuno. Now we releasing. The pan buying shit, that's on now too. 90% discount for Kuno's pig. Kuno can flex. Kuno flexes for hobos. Kuno sees you're in need.
Покупаем эту хуйню.
Here, pig. We've fallen now. Performance buddies. Kuno could already see you soaring through the air like a fucking eagle. Pig's in Kuno's debt now. Money debt.
Money debt doesn't mean anything. He's just saying words. You're not in his debt.
Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on. Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it. Dirty popo man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad.
И
on
наркотики,
steroids.
короче, продает
Kuno's
этот
dad
чувак,
does steroids
дальнобойщик,
and
короче.
speed. If you can
Расист.
take him,
Да
you
его
can have
мать.
half of the speed.
100 пудов. Хотя... Нет.
Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about us.
Are you sure you can take on the most violent man in Revachol? In your condition? Don't expect to talk this one down. There are some situations you won't sweet-talk your way around this man. Good thing this psycho-drug boss is strictly optional.
Like half? A baggie, but like in this vial?
That's half a gram, sir.
Yeah, half a G. Want it or not? Fuck you talking about half a G? This shit is giant grade A shit.
You can barely see it because there's barely any.
Okay, Kuno's listening.
Солгать, тебе нужны спиды.
Sure, whatever. If you survive, make sure to bring that shit back to Kuno. Kuno's almost out. You wouldn't like the Kuno when he's out. Just get in the apartment building. Kuno knows you already fucked your way in. Kuno knows everything. Go to room 12, first floor, and kick down the door. Police violence style. Kuno style. And then it's action time. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit.
What the hell are you signing us up for here?
Отца Куна.
Okay then.
Kuno doesn't...
Ну, пох, поехали. Так, вот тут теперь можно сохраниться. Слава яйцам. Так. Разделите кило с Куна. Заберите спиды из квартиры Куна. Убейте отца Куна. Не обязательно. О. Слушайте. Убить отца Куна. Так как я его убил. Лол. Ладно, на этом все заканчиваем, наверное. Потому что, типа...